Once the young boy lived in a town and visited his grandfather one summer holiday. He used to play with him all the time. One day, the boy said his grandfather, "Grandpa, when I grow up, I want to be a successful man. Could you give me some advice on how to succeed?" Grandpa noticed this and brought him to a local nursery where he bought 2 little plants. When he returned home, he put one plant in a boat and kept it inside the house, and he planted the second plant outside. "Which of these 2 plants do you think will grow better in the future, grandfather?" The boy thought for a while before saying that the plant inside the house will grow better because it is safe from all dangers, while the plant outside is vulnerable to various factors like strong sunlight, storms, rain, and animals. The child went. His grandfather smiled and said, "Let's see what happens in the future." 4 years later, the boy returned to see his grandfather, and this time he asked him, "Grandpa, last time I asked you a question, how to be successful in life. However, you forgot to tell me anything. You must tell me now." Smiling, the grandfather answered, "Sure, but first let's look at some plants that we bought a few years ago." He then told the kid that he had taken the youngster to a location where he had planted a small plant in a boat, and that they had noticed that the small plant had grown into a large one. But dealing with problems had its benefits too. But dealing with problems had its benefits too. But dealing with problems had its benefits too. Plant outside, add freedom to spread its roots as much as it wanted. Problems like storm and heavy rain made its roots even stronger today. It is so strong that a small storm cannot cause any harm to it, while the plant we planted inside remains small, and it is weak too, because it did not withstand the heavy storms, rain, and strong sunlight. Then, grandfather looked at his grandson and said, "My son, always remember that unless you struggle in life, unless you go through difficulties, you too will not be able to achieve success in your life. If you will make comfortable choices, then you will not be able to grow as you can, and if you are ready to struggle and go through difficulties, then no goal is impossible for you to achieve. Therefore, never think of problems as hurdles, but think of them as stepping stones towards success." Boy took a long breath and started looking at tree. The words of his grandfather were echoing in his mind. Obstacles, which we consider as enemies in our life. The same obstacles makes us stronger and more successful in our life. If we see in our lives, then we will find that often in our lives we have to face challenges and difficulties, due to which many times we get disappointed and lose the courage to move forward. But the story of 2 plants teaches us not to be intimidated by challenges, but to embrace them as an opportunity to learn and grow. Like a plant that was planted outside had to face natural calamities, but with this, it also had the freedom to spread its roots and grow stronger, and thus it transformed into a strong and giant tree. But the plant that was planted inside was saved from natural calamities, but it remained small and weak. From this, we get to learn that the more difficulties and challenges we face in our life, the more the path of success will open for us. It teaches us that we should not be afraid to take risk and step outside our comfort zones when we face challenges. We have the opportunity to learn and grow stronger. We can also develop the resilience and determination that are essential to success. Of course, overcoming all challenges is not easy. There will be times when we feel defeated or discouraged, but it is important to remember that these are only temporary setbacks. If we learn from them and keep moving forward, we will eventually overcome any challenges that comes our way. So the next time you face a challenge or face difficult time in your life, don't give up. Take advantage of the opportunity to learn and grow, and always remember that the challenges you face today can make you stronger and more successful tomorrow.